What is up, everybody? Nash here. Today we're gonna have a discussion about Battlefield 1, what kind of features, weapons, maps, and all that kind of stuff it's gonna have. So, if you didn't see, there was a press conference on E3 where EA presented Battlefield 1. A bunch of celebrities with other YouTubers and some of the Battlefield community players played a map in Battlefield 1 32 versus 32. So if you saw that, you probably saw how beautiful the game it is itself. The new Frostbite engine just looks pretty sick if you ask me. So at the moment EA said that there's only 4 maps: Amiens, the St. Quentin Scar, Monte Grappa, and Empire's Edge. Let's hope that those maps are not the only 4 ones that we're gonna see, because probably EA is gonna have more. Just at the moment they announced these 4. Also, while we're at the maps and the objects on the maps themselves, if you saw in the gameplay itself, you can basically smash through all the walls of the houses with a tank. So a lot of walls are destructible, so you can raise pretty much every house you can see. And not only the houses, you can actually destroy the ground itself. So if, let's say, the tank explodes, or if you say toss a grenade, you're gonna actually make a hole in the ground, which you can use as cover from enemy fire. Also, one cool feature that a lot of people didn't notice is you can actually breach through wooden doors. So let's say enemy can close the wooden door thinking that they're safe. You can actually just smash right through it and just kill your enemy, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Also, when we're talking about destruction, there is going to be a really big Zeppelin that you can control at almost the ending of the map. Whenever a side is losing the map, there's going to be a Zeppelin showing for it. And if you destroy that Zeppelin, it can come crashing down, depending. It can go crashing from the front or from the back, and it can become a big obstacle that a lot of people will have to avoid. So in a certain area, wherever it falls, it is not predetermined where it falls, but wherever it falls, it will create a bunch of metal that is laying on the ground that you will have to avoid. Also, some of the new things is dynamic weather. So you can have dynamic weather like rain, fog, or storm, which can affect the game itself. Let's say the rain is falling, you will have lower visibility, or just it's going to be stormy or foggy, even lower visibility, and it will affect your sound and your senses of hearing enemy footsteps and stuff like that. Now, the next thing I want to talk is the weapons. There's going to be shotguns, there's going to be SMGs, LMGs, semi-autos, sidearms, and sniper rifles. Of course, each weapon type is going to have multiple different weapons to choose from. Also, there's going to be multiple types of melee weapons, so you won't have just one melee weapon, but more of them. Also, the grenades, you won't have a single type of grenade. You'll have gas grenade, you'll have incendiary grenade. With gas grenade, you'll have to have a gas mask in order to survive the gas grenade whenever it is tossed at you. And yeah, I'm pretty much waiting to see what are the other grenades going to be. Also, the new thing in the game is the bayonet rush. If you have a weapon that has a bayonet, you can pretty much sprint fast forward to the enemy and just stab them with the bayonet, so it counts like a melee kill. But another cool thing you can do with a bayonet is actually just rush out of the fight, because not necessarily you have to just bayonet rush at the enemy. You can just actually bayonet rush out of the fight if somebody is pretty close to you, because you get a big sprint boost. Now, considering the classes, we're going to have Assault, Support, Medic, Scout, Pilot, and Tank class. Assault class is the classical, where you have a specific combat grenades which you can use to deal with tanks and such vehicles. The Support class, of course, refills the ammo you need, and the medics are actually going to have revive with a syringe. You don't have, of course, a defibrillator. It's year 1914, and there is absolutely no defibrillators. But hey, the scout class is, of course, sniper class, and you have the pilot and the tanker class. So from what I've heard and what I've seen, the pilot and tank class are specialized in controlling the vehicles themselves. So if you are a tanker class, you're probably able to repair the vehicles and use the tanks themselves, while the others probably won't be able to do it. It's the same thing with the pilot class. Probably the other classes would be able to drive the simpler planes, while you'll be able to like drive the more complex planes and more powerful planes. So now you cannot just repair the tank outside, you can actually repair the tank inside, but of course that leaves you vulnerable to actually just easily dying to an enemy grenade or whatever shell is flying towards you. Also, what is new with the tanks is you can actually destroy certain parts of the tank. So if, let's say, you want to destroy the treads, you can destroy the enemy's tank treads in order to slow them down, so they will have to repair them and be stationary at the moment, so they wouldn't be able to move and just be sitting ducks that you can shoot at. Of course, the tanks are not the only vehicles. You'll have vehicles like armored cars, sidecars, light tanks, planes, battleships, and many others. So I'm pretty much stoked and looking forward to see how the game is gonna look. That was pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and see you next time.